Okay, let's go.
Hello,
Hello, welcome to this YouTube
channel.
channel. If you're just watching this for the first time, my name is Omodolakbo and
And I'm Shegun.
this is my dear husband. And today we'll be talking about something really practical, something
Yeah,
really relatable, and that has to do with long distance relationships, right?
relationships.
And we're going to be very factual, practical.
Practical
Yes,
about it.
that's the
Yeah,
word.
that's what.
And we're going to be talking about some of the things we loved, some of the things we hated,
Yeah,
some of the things that we wish that uh it happened, and
yeah,
we're going to be talking about if we recommend it or not,
or not.
especially based on our
On
own
our own
experience,
experience.
right?
Yeah.
Would you say that there were any surprises with long
Mm,
distance relationship?
so first of all, what exactly is long distance
Okay,
relationship?
yeah, I
So
think you
yeah.
should answer.
I would say that it's a kind of relationship where both parties involved are not within the same region or
Medium.
they're not within the same location. Any relationship where both party, like one person is maybe in a state, for instance, and the other party in the relationship is in another state. So it's not like you can say I want to weekly go and visit this person or I want to weekly see this person.
Mm,
There's a kind of feeling you have when your
you
person
have
your
that
your
mindset that, like, you can
this
see
person
the
is around.
person
Yeah, you
maybe
can
once
just
a week.
once a week, or but the person is living far away, so you have to like plan before you,
You have
you
to
are able
plan
to.
it.
So that's
And
that's what
imagine being from the west
to the
to
north
north.
in Nigeria. So that's what long distance relationship is. Or maybe you're in a country and then your fiance or your partner is in another country. That's a long distance relationship.
But what are some of the things? What are the things we enjoyed about long
I
distance?
think the first thing I would say we enjoyed was um, constant communication,
Yeah,
right? The
yeah,
constant, we
yeah,
were
yeah.
always
We
talking.
were always talking.
We were always
Like at a
talking.
point, people started saying that, "Are you sure people will even get
Yeah,
married?
we
What will
were
you still talk
talk
about in
about, like, we
marriage?"
were
We
always talking.
were always talking.
Yeah, I enjoyed that a lot, and
Yeah,
that really helped us because we talked about almost everything,
like
like
everything.
everything,
Like we had conversation about
conversations,
almost everything that
almost
we needed
like
to have conversation about.
about.
And one of my fears before going into relationship was that would the other person have time for me and
Yeah,
all of that. But he really helped out in that aspect, and I give it to him. Like I give it to my husband. The fact that he was always making sure that even when he was busy, there were times that we were both busy on our
yeah,
systems, we were
yeah,
doing stuffs, and we were just on call.
yeah,
We didn't
yeah,
have to even talk to each other. The
mm,
presence alone, or the
yeah.
feelings of presence
Presence
was
alone, yeah,
was just
was
enough
it?
for us,
Yeah,
right? And we got to talk about everything. If
everything
one person is angry, we talk about
about
it.
it,
If another person needs something, talk about it. Like we just share our views on things, we communicate about things, and we
yeah,
make sure that we do not hoard things
yeah.
from each
And I
other.
think it also helped us with accountability,
Yes.
right? Because we are not close, like in distance, so we get to like be accountable to each
To
other
each
that, oh,
other.
this is where I'm going, this is where I am.
Mm,
But if say I don't know, based on our experience though, if to say we are like within the same, we might be looking at it that there's no need, the person is
she knows I'll be
within,
at
she
home.
knows I will be at home, she knows I will be, but
Mm,
the long distance relationship that we had, like, give us that latitude to be able to like be accountable to each other. We are
mm.
always saying, so she knows where I would be or where I'm currently at. I know where she would be or where she's currently at, because most of the time we're actually
On the
on
call.
call. So yeah, for me
Yeah,
that's,
we did a lot of things. We did calls, we did messages,
yeah.
messaging, we did is it zooming, we used almost
We
all
use almost all the
the
video conferencing apps.
apps,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
we use different apps. We use
yeah.
Zoom, we use
Google Meet.
Google Meet, we used Twitter, we used
FaceTime,
FaceTime, we
iPhone.
used Instagram,
Yeah.
we used Facebook. I say
So
we
it
really
was no, we
use
didn't
we
we
didn't
didn't
use
really use
Facebook.
Facebook. So it was like, we maximized all of those applications that helps with, our communication,
Mm-hmm.
remotely.
And it helped us with emotional connection. Do you think
Yeah.
so?
Yes, because we were always like we were constantly on
So if
call.
anybody is sad, you are able
You're
to
able
know.
to know,
If
you know.
anybody is so communication, like
Yeah. That
constant
yeah,
communication
that
helped
communication
us.
actually strengthened the connection.
Yeah, it strengthened the
Yeah,
connection.
strengthened the
It
connection.
strengthened it a lot.
Yeah.
Like we got to talk about things from any
Yeah.
perspective, got to argue about
Yeah.
things, got to
Yeah. And
trash
when
things
when
out.
things when something is happening like in real time,
Yes,
we
we get to
we
know
get to
real
know.
time.
Yeah, in real
Because
time.
before when we were dating, I'm this kind of person that I love to talk, I love to interact and all of that. And he's the kind of person that he loves to chat,
Yeah.
like he prefers to chat.
Chat
So we
and
had to come to the middle and
yeah,
say, okay, oh,
meet.
we're going to be doing the chatting and the calling. And since you love to call, then that's me. Like I can sacrifice this for you. I can be able to sacrifice this for you and make sure that we are just doing well. Because another thing I feel like can be a disadvantage for long distance has to do with the miscommunication. I
Yeah.
can be chatting with you and I'm telling you, are you fine? For example, are you fine? And maybe I didn't even put question mark. And even if I put question mark, you
Mm,
might think that I'm saying that there's something wrong with you.
yeah, like
Like, are you
are you
okay
okay?
mentally? Right?
Are you okay
Whereas
with
I'm
it?
just saying, are
Like,
you
are
like,
you really
are
like, are you
you good?
good?
Is
Yeah,
everything
yeah,
okay and all
yeah.
of that?
So
So
like that part.
we had to be sure that we are not having
Mm,
miscommunications here and
yeah,
there. And now imagine when I'm asking you on call, or I'm asking you that, are you fine? Do you need anything? And all of that, right? So it just bridge when you have to just chat alone, which is that.
yeah,
So we communicated a lot. It helped
yeah.
us. And but I need to ask you, would you say that it gave us space for growth, or was it a distraction?
I won't say it was a distraction though. I won't say it was a distraction because we were we were actually doing what we were supposed to do while we were, as you have said the other time, sometimes we'll be on call and we were not talking.
Yeah.
You are doing your thing, I'm doing my thing too,
Mm-hmm.
right?
And
So,
we communicate these
you
things.
know,
It helped us, even really helped us
yeah,
focus on our personal growth,
mm-hmm,
because we are keeping tab at each other and
yeah,
making sure that, have
yeah.
you done this? Have you
So
done
it
that?
really helped.
And all of
But
that.
I know that there'll be some people that will be like, you know, I prefer that we don't talk always so that I can focus on what I'm doing. So
Doing
we are saying based on our experience, it didn't hinder what we were
being
doing.
in the
Like it didn't,
instead, it even
we
strengthened it.
strengthened it. We were able to keep tab on what we are doing. She's busy with her thing. I'm busy with we can be on call for like 2 hours and we are not saying anything,
Yeah.
and we are working. We're not saying anything, and
Mm.
so I won't say it's actually no. It's
So if
really
I'm going to even ask you,
yeah.
like, what's the highest hours that we've spent talking in a full day? Like a full day,
Okay.
not like, I know in a stretch we've had like maybe 5 hours
Yeah, and it's
stretch.
stretch like 5 hours. Yeah,
Yes, but in one day we have 24 hours.
yeah.
That would be like how many
So let's
hours?
say we sleep for 7 hours. 7 minus 24 hours. That's
That's like 17 hours.
yeah, 17 hours.
17
So
hours.
17 hours. So yeah, pretty much it's 17 hours.
Yes.
Yes. So it's
So I think it also helped us to be intentional about each other.
yeah, that
Like,
it helped.
even
It's
as we were
helped.
dating and it was long distance, we were always reminded that we needed each other to keep tab on each other, and needed to make sure that everyone was doing, like, both of us were doing the things that we needed to do
Yeah,
part time,
yeah.
right? And sometimes when we now have to see, hey, it's more like celebration time,
Yes, because
because we didn't get to
um,
see.
and we know that that's luxury for us.
Yes.
We don't get to.
That's
see
okay for us.
physically.
Yeah. So
So
we plan
yeah,
our outings,
yeah.
and
So
there are times when we have to like fix, like create group chats or create event timings for different moments we need to go, or places we want to go to. And I would have selected some of places I like, or you would have selected, like there was a time we had to go for an outing, and he already had like an event menu thing, like plans. Okay, we are going to this
yeah,
place, this is the date we are going. I remember the beach outing we
yeah. The
had to
beach
go
outing.
to. Like you already knew that we're going to the beach, and these were things we were going, this is what we're wearing, this,
Yeah,
those things we
yeah,
plan it out, because we have to communicate about almost everything,
yeah.
right? So another thing that even comes to my mind is when this long distance relationship, for us, when we have issues, well, what are the things we do? Is that the time we don't get to talk, or does it mean that we won't talk for that time?
When we have issues.
Issues.
So well, for us, I think most of the things that we do is actually checking up on how we are doing,
Mm-hmm.
in intervals, right?
Mm-hmm.
So most of the time we actually address issues, in real time,
Mm.
because we're constantly talking, so we address issues in real time. And sometimes, we maybe in the night, whenever both of us is less busy, we
Mm.
actually talk about some of these things. But most of the time, we address issues. We talk about what is like a pain point.
Didn't really enjoy, or you didn't really enjoy about long distance relationship?
Yeah, I didn't get to see you almost all the time.
Mm-hmm.
That one,
The physical
the physical
presence.
presence, um, and also I cannot say, oh, I just want to leave house to come and give you a surprise visit. Like, that one is not possible.
And my
So,
husband that loves surprises, he
yeah,
couldn't get to do those surprising thing.
no,
Like
no,
it's not
I
something you
don't.
can say, let me rush
So I would
and.
say I didn't that part. In long distance relationship is not for me. Can't do surprise visit.
And when someone is feeling sad, or you want to just help out emotionally, or you just want to make sure that you make this person happy, maybe by going out or something,
That's not
was
there.
not it was not easy.
Yes.
So another thing that I feel like helped us was the part of um what's it called? Is this self care? This self-care, where there are times I probably go for a spa date, he also goes for a spa date. There are times I go to restaurant and just eat myself, and he also goes, and we
Yeah.
are looking at ourselves, oh yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
let's celebrate one another.
Even though we are
Even
not
though we are
physically
not
present.
physically.
Yes. 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 I
So we
think that
plan
works.
we
Yeah.
plan we plan
That
our
works too.
outings, we
And
plan stuff
also,
together.
some of the things, it's just that the physical presence, was not there. Some of the things that people in relationship do, like for fun, or maybe like, yeah, for fun, like
Yes,
watching,
we watching
watching
movie
movies
together. We
together.
watch movie
We
together.
watch movie
We
together,
play
we play
games
games together, we
together.
study
We
together, we pray
study
together.
together,
So
pray
like those things
together.
were still there. The only thing is we
As
were
a
not physically,
physical,
yeah, physically
yes,
present, but
yes,
we
yes. We were
we actually
intentional about
know all
doing
those things.
almost everything
Yeah,
we are supposed to do when we see ourselves. We did
yeah.
it like online and all of that. So, do you have any question for me before I even go forward?
For you.
Mm-hmm.
So have you ever thought, maybe before we started dating, that the relationship you're going to go into is going to be a long distance relationship?
No, no at all. Because me personally, I didn't like long distance relationship, and I've not experienced long distance relationship personally, and I didn't want to experience it, but it just happened like that.
Yeah,
And all thanks to you, you really made it like really seamless, made it seamless. And I was thinking that, there were times I was tired. There were times that I'll be like, "Ah, I have to say good morning again." in chat. We have to say, hope you slept well. You have to say, you have to say some of these things, and then it was no, we were very intentional about spicing things up. I think that's another very important
Yeah,
thing. We're very intentional about spicing things up, not just doing the regular, have you eaten? Have you gone to take your bath? Have you done this? Have you done that? We're very intentional about spicing things up. Sometimes in the morning, it could just be a gift we are meeting at our door.
yeah,
Sometimes it could be that we're sending mails to ourselves. Sometimes it could be that we are um waking ourselves up with videos, some set of videos, pictures of anything, just to make sure that things
yeah,
get spiced up. Sometimes it might even be food that we are sending to each other, and just making sure that we are good, right?
yeah,
Just making sure we are good. And we learned a lot of things even in this phase. We learned a lot of things personally, that's individually and even collectively. We're able to know some of the things that works best for us. We're able to know some of the things we could work together on. We're able to see our temperaments in
yeah,
different
yeah.
places,
That
different
one,
areas.
no,
We're able to
we're able
see and
to
understand our
understand our
temperaments and
temperament,
see
our
how
differences.
we were, yeah.
Yeah,
And those are even times we had issues more.
more
Like we had
like
issues, we trashed a lot of
a lot of
issues, we had to
issues,
trash a lot of
a
things
lot of things that we
together.
trashed.
And those moments just really shaped
Yeah.
us so well. So if we're going to say, do we recommend long distance relationship?
Well, I would say that you should like do what works for you,
Yes,
right? I
yes,
wouldn't
yes.
wouldn't say, oh, go
So
for it.
yeah, we won't say it's the best, but it's something that
Actually
you can work
work
on.
on.
If you work
Yeah,
on it from the place of your mindset
yeah.
and place of trust, the place of knowing that both of you are in this together.
Trust.
Yeah, trust is very important.
Trust. Yeah.
Trust is very important, knowing that I can trust this
This
person
person, yeah.
so well. Those are things that just really really helped us and shaped us into being better persons individually and collectively. And yeah,
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I hope you've been able to like gain one or two
one or two
things
things, yeah,
from this discussion around long distance relationship, and do what works best for you.
for you, yeah, yeah, to
This
what
is
works
just to
best.
share like our experience on how our own long distance relationship, how it went, and all, some of the things we learned, some of the things that worked for us,
Work for
right?
us.
So
Yeah.
thank you for joining,
Thank
thank
you
you
for
for
joining.
listening, and don't forget to subscribe. If you have not subscribed, please don't forget to subscribe, and see you in the next video.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.
Okay, let's go.